watcher, happy Sunday. I'm live. Hello. Hi. Hi. Happy Sunday. Welcome to hashtag Summer of Singing weekly live streams. It's a bit exciting, isn't it? Going live on a Sunday. This Sunday evenings, because it's evening, it's 8 o'clock in the UK. Sunday evenings are normally my switch off and do nothing time. Normally I'm painting my nails. That's why my nails aren't painted. Yeah, normally I paint my nails and watching fabulous television. Yeah, either something actually fabulous like Andor or something that's fabulous like Emily in Paris. Yes, that's my Sundays. So for those of you that are here, great to see you. Lovely to have you joining me on your Sunday. I really appreciate it. We are going to have a fun session today, and we are going to have fun sessions throughout August. So just to quickly, before we start singing, just to explain what I am doing. I'm going live every single Sunday throughout August because it is. Do people still do that? Do the kids still do that? Hashtag Summer of Singing. It's a big, well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's a big push. I want to, I'm on 3,819 subscribers. I'd love to get to 4,000 by the end of August. That'd be fabulous. I'd love it if more people joined the club, because these live streams that you are going to experience right now, club members get to experience every single week. Chorus club and solo club members have every single week. So you're getting a taster of what it's like to be a chorus/solo club member of Music for My Voice. And also, it's because I had a request for a singing course, as it were, a structured program of singing lessons, I suppose. And this is my way of doing the double whammy of content with you, sharing my content with you, my lovely subscribers, and putting together a course. So what will happen, in exactly the same way that my weekly lives with my club members happen, then these will be edited, basically. So we're going to do exactly the same thing as I do with all of my weekly videos. There'll be a funky intro. I say funky intro. It'll just be me dancing, but I'll do my intro, and then I'll explain what we're doing today, and then we'll do the exercises. Because there are 5 weeks in August, the final week is going to be, and 4. I'm running way ahead of myself. Start again, guys. So we're covering different topics each week throughout August. Today we're looking at power, because there are 4 fundamentals of good singing: power, placement, shape, and sparkle. Those little actions are I was going to say mandatory. Yeah, they're mandatory. No, they're optional. Today we're going to look at power, which is basically our breathing. It's our powerhouse. It's all of the muscles that we have control over with our singing. Because obviously we don't have any control over our lungs themselves. The lungs themselves are operated by the diaphragm. That's an involuntary muscle. We have no control, but we do have control on the surrounding muscles. So those are what we're going to pay attention to today. Next week we'll be looking at placement. We'll be looking at lovely vowel sounds, vowel shapes, how we can create them in our mouths. The week after that, we're going to look at shapes, so forming the words, so consonants, work with our tongues. There'll be lots of speedy stuff, so we're looking at agility and things like that. And then finally, the 4th week will be sparkle or magic dust. Those little things, the finer details that take your singing from good to great, because that's what I want from you. That's what we want. We want great singing. So that's things like phrasing. That's things like different colors in our voices, attention to detail, more resistance of the breath. Fabulous. And then, because there are 5 weeks in August, the final week, the final Sunday, will be a Q&A session. So any questions that come up in the chat or any questions that come up in the comments following this, I will address in the Q&A on the last Sunday with practical advice and examples, exercises to help you to answer your questions fully. So let's crack on. I'm going to do a little introduction because, like I say, when I edit this video, I take, you know, you've seen my weekly videos. They are edits of my members only live streams. So I always do my little spiel at the beginning and my bit in the middle and then my intro. You get to enjoy that today. So come join me in a vocal warm-up routine that is guaranteed to grow your voice. Watcher, come join me in a vocal warm-up routine that is guaranteed to grow your voice. Dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. For those of you that don't know, the little theme tunes that I have were composed by my brother. He is he's a musician, he's a composer, and he composed that little tune in a random video once years ago. And I was like, that's going to be my jingle. And then he did obviously the different genre there. Yeah, they're cool. I love it. Right. I'm Alice, your vocal coach, and all the vocal exercises in this video. Right. Sorry, I'm reading my little script. I wrote my scripts down here. I'm Alice, your vocal coach, and all the vocal exercises in this video focus on the first and most important thing. Watcher, I'm Alice, your vocal coach, and all the exercises in this video focus on the first fundamental of good singing, arguably the most important, breath. So what are we going to do in this video? Well, first of all, we are going to start off by building our breath. So we are going to take some inhales. We're going to hold those inhales, and then we're going to exhale nice and slowly to incrementing amounts of breath, incrementing counts. Like you build a bear, we're going to build our breath. What are we doing after that? We're going to do some choo-choo train sounds. After that, we are going to fall in love with our powerhouse, all the muscles that we have control over, by doing some choo-choo train sounds. Also some tss sounds as well, because they create the same effect, which is basically feeling all those muscles, exercising all those muscles, getting them nice and strong for our singing. And we're doing lip bubbles. Lip bubbles and next up, it's an SOVT, and it is my favorite, the lovely, lovely lip bubble. We are going to do 2 rounds. First off, legato and then staccato. This is all about working our breath before we do some 5-note scales to a wow vow. Again, pulling on the breath, giving our tummies the ultimate workout. Wow is going to be fun. That is inspired by my 18-month-old niece, who was recently visiting from Sweden, where she lives, with her parents, of course, because she's only 18 months. And wow was a word that she picked up from my other niece and my nephew, who are slightly older. And she would just go around going, wow, wow. So yeah, that's inspired by her. Great fun. And that's going to be good because the wah will pull up on the string. Then we've got octave arpeggios and then who pattern. Next up, it's some octave arpeggios to a strong he vowel. Again, pulling up the strength of breath before we sing a lovely pattern to a who. Slightly more chilled, but deceptively so, because it is all about the resistance of the escape of air from our lungs. And then we're going to finish with a final breathing exercise. So let's sing. Cool. Right. Let's get singing, shall we? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all doing well on this Sunday. There was something I was going to say. I was going to ask you how your Sundays have been. I've been weeding, I've been gardening, playing with the dog, walks. You know, it's just a typical Sunday. It's great. It's lovely, and yeah, love Sundays. Right, ready? Like I said, this is what all of my weekly lives are like with my members only. So if you do like what I'm doing, check out my memberships. I have to sell the spiel. So ready? As always, let's start off with our breath. We are going to inhale for 5, hold for 5, and then breathe out for the count of 15 first of all. Then we're going to do 7, 7, and 21. Then we're going to do 9, 9, and 27. You see what I'm going to do? We're going to build up in multiples of 3. So, yeah, they're not 3, are they? Because 5 plus 2 is 7. And then 7 plus 2 is 9. But then they're multiplied by 3. Yeah, I think that still makes sense. It still makes sense, so I'm not going to edit that out. It still makes sense. So first off, in for 5, holding for 5, and breathing out for the count of 15. Ready? Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exactly the same beat, but in for 7, holding for 7, and breathing out for the count of 21. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holding 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 9, 9, and 27. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holding 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 11, 11, and 33. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Holding 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Fabulous. Last one. 12, 12, and 36. You can do this. Breathing nice and low. Watch your shoulders. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Breathing comes from down low. Ready? Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holding 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I just about remembered that we were on the 12, 12, and 36 around. Not the best at maths, but with my memory, but yeah. Fab. Fab, fab, fab. Yeah, breathing nice and low. Breathing deep into the powerhouse. It's good if you have a mirror. I mean, I've got my little screen thing there, but it is really good if you have a mirror if you're singing and you watch your shoulders as you sing. They shouldn't be doing that. If there's my one little gripe, I don't know if any of you have seen the Jesus Christ Superstar with John Legend as Jesus. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Sarah Bareilles is Mary Magdalene, and they've got Alice Cooper back. And it's just, oh, it's fabulous. And then Brandon Taylor Dixon is Judas, best part. Anyway, John Legend's shoulders when he's breathing. And I love John Legend. He's got a fabulous voice, but no, just chill those shoulders. Just roll them back and have them just drop and hang and chill. Our shoulders don't move. They shouldn't move. All of the work is down here. This whole routine that we're doing today is all about the breath. I don't want you to necessarily think about sounds that are being produced. Think more about the breath function. I'm not exaggerating when I say it is the most important fundamental of singing. It's probably about 80% important. In terms of everything that goes into singing. The sound that you produce, well, that comes at the very end. That comes from the breath. So if you've got the breath right, it all just happens. If you're struggling with anything, with tone, with placement, words, anything, go back to the breath. It will be the breath. My students know that because I'm constantly telling them, my private students. So yes, it is the breath, absolutely. Right, speaking of breath, we're going to do some choo-choo train sounds now to really find our powerhouse. Okay, let's find all of those powerhouse muscles and do a lovely exercise to give them a massive workout, quite frankly. You should feel exhausted after this exercise. It's basically doing the sound that a train makes as it's going over the tracks. A choo-choo or a ch-ch. Doesn't make a difference. You could even do a chi-chi, anything like that. But do that ch-ch action because you can feel everything work automatically. You're going to put your hands down low on your tummy with your middle fingers kind of in line with your tummy button. And you're just going to do choo-choo train sounds like this. Did you see how my shoulders just chilled? My shoulders don't, there's nothing here. Nothing here. It's all down here. Having said that, some of my students do prefer to think of the ribs. They think of the intercostals in the ribs. Absolutely. If that's a better image for you, because let's face it, there is a lot of imagery in singing because all of the muscles that we are engaging for our singing are all internal muscles, so it has to be about feeling. So yes, if it's the ribs, absolutely crack on. Use that instead of the tummy. I much prefer the tummy. Another way, another sound that you can find that same engagement is to do a TSS, that sort of sound. Again, it's really pulling on the breath down there. It's creating that pressure. Same thing, hands down there on the tummy, in line with the tummy button. Can you feel it in your lower back? I really feel it in my lower back with the TS. Again, lower back muscles are also parts of the powerhouse. All of the muscles. So all of your lovely pelvic floor muscles, they are also part of the powerhouse because we can access them. We have control over them. We can engage them. So they support our breathing. If ever any singing teacher or anyone says to you, breath, support, anything to do with breath, it's the engagement of those muscles. You need to take that big breath in and hold those muscles, not the breath. Never hold the breath, hold the muscles so that the lungs are floating inside, and you kind of just bounce. That breath bounces off what feels like a cushion of air. Another little quick exercise trick while we're here is to get a book, ideally a hardback book. This is my floppy notebook. But you put the book on your tummy, you take a breath in, the book goes out because you are breathing low, and it's all natural, by the way. You're not forcing the book out, it's all natural. And then as you breathe out, you maintain contact with the book, but also that book's position. That book does not collapse. It's not going like this. No, it stays out for as long as possible. It's going to collapse eventually. Of course it is, because we're breathing out. But as singers, we want to delay that. And actually, you never collapse during a song. You're always engaged throughout a whole song because of the length of the phrases. You know, it's only between, if there's a big instrumental bit, a big breakdown in the middle eight or something like that in the song, then you can relax a bit. But otherwise, those muscles you have just felt with that choo-choo train sound, they are engaged. There we go. That's breathing. Don't forget, because, you know, your lungs, I think of the lungs as two balloons, because they are two balloons. And, you know, a balloon, it's narrow at the top, isn't it? And then it gets bigger at the bottom. I stopped biology at GCSE. So that's what, I was 16. I wasn't the best at biology, but I mean, I know obviously the lungs inflate. I know what happens, but I always personally think of them going this way, getting bigger at the bottom. That's why all of this up here is nice and chilled. Breathe deep, breathe right down into the bottom of your lungs. Completely different breathing technique to how we speak. Completely different. It's a full breath. I liken it to cyclists most, because when I watch the Tour de France and the Vuelta and the Giro, you see the cyclists. I mean, they're so skinny anyway, so you can see absolutely everything. And they're cycling like this, and their ribs are huge because their lungs are full, and their lungs are full the whole time. They kind of hold their ribs in that big open position, like a big, I don't know, it's just huge. Next time, you know, watch it. And it's efficient breathing. It's what they need, because they need the breath to power their legs. We need the breath to power our voices. Singing is athletic, really. It's good for the core anyway. Very, very good for the core. What is next on our list of things we're doing? Lip bubbles. Right, it is SOVT time, semi-occluded vocal tract time. All SOVT exercises are breath exercises. So however you approach them, however you think of them as a breathing exercise, and you will quickly notice your voice grow. My favorite is the lip bubble. We're going to be doing lip bubbles now. For me, the lip bubble is how I really feel that sense of pressure here, how everything works here in the most efficient way it should be. But for you, it could be the pufferfish, it could be the tongue trill, it could be straw work, whatever is your favorite. Crack on and do your favorite. And you can do your favorite actually for this exercise, which is legato, followed by staccato, lip bubbles. The staccato especially is going to work the breath. High voices up here, low voices the octave below. I'm going to play for the low voices. Legato, staccato. Ready? And feel it down here. staccato arpeggios especially are challenging because it is that engagement, that control with the breath. Just give it a little tiny push. It's all very natural, but a little push for each of those notes, especially the top notes. And that's going to grow your breath, which is going to grow your voice. It's hot in here. Because it is 8 in the evening, UK time, and so I had to have all these lights on. Sorry, there was a really weird noise just then. Really weird. So yeah, I just got to. This again is the lovely content that members get. Me topping up my powder so that I'm not shining ridiculously in my videos for you all. Right. That's why, I never understood that, but that's why in TV, you've always got everyone frantically doing their makeup in between takes. It's because the lights are just get you all hot. Right. Wow. 5-note scales. Wow. Oh, we need to quickly do, before we move on to wow, we need to quickly do the lip bubble challenge because it's day 3 of the lip bubble challenge and I haven't done it yet. So yeah, it is, watcher, it is day 3 of the lip bubble challenge. I am currently on a live stream with all of you, my lovely subscribers, and anyone that's maybe not a subscriber and has just joined in. Hi, nice to see you. But today, as I said, is day 3, so we need to do 3 lip bubble arpeggios because we're starting with 1 on the 1st of August, and we're doing incrementing lip bubbles every single day up to 31 on the 31st of August. 3 today. Subscribe. I'm not retaking that, but that was, I will get that out there. Get that out there later. Are you doing the lip bubble challenge too? They're easy at the beginning, but not imagine. Have a think, get ready for 31 of those. I obviously get faster. I can do 30 because I've previously done this challenge in months that had 30 days. The 31, yeah, be fun. Right, wow to 5-note scales. Now we are going to go wow and sing 5-note scales. The w is really going to pull on all that lovely breath. So there should be a little bit of a kick every single wow. 5-note scales, high voices up here. Low voices, the octave below. Wow. Ready? And wow, 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 wow. Feel the strength. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Hands on tummies and feel it. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Placement wise, it's in the nose. Wow, 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 wow. But this is about the breath. Wow, 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 wow. So it's nasally and annoying. Wow, 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 wow. It's the breath. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. A little push on each note. Wow, 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 Power in the tummy. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Last four. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Last two. Wow, 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 wow. Last one. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Yeah, that is power. And that is working out that tummy. Yeah, that's quite a an intense one. Wow. The placement is here. Wow, wow, wow. It's in here. It's a really annoying thing. But we're not talking about worrying about placement today. It's more about feeling that strength from down there. Next, he, octave arpeggios, is a similar thing. These are going to be hard, I think. Alice in Wonderland? Alice? Two Disney, my two Disney films, favorite things that I would just buy anything of. Alice in Wonderland, anything Alice in Wonderland. If I see it, yes, absolutely, I'll collect. But then, and that's obviously the Disney. Yeah, The Little Mermaid though is my absolute favorite. So yeah, I don't know why I just said that. I think I've got Little Mermaid glasses. No. Right. He, octave arpeggios. He, and this one hung behind, thinking vertically. Now we're going to sing the vowel E, the word he, again, for the strength down here. But with the E vowel, it's easy to think like this, like a grinning E. But I don't want you to do that. I rarely want you to do that in singing. Think vertically. He. Bring that tongue forward, gently tuck it behind your bottom teeth. He, and think of it like that. We're going to do arpeggios with added octave on the top. Pulling on the power from our powerhouse. He. This is going to be absolutely exhausting, but it's going to be fun. High voices up here, low voices the octave below. I'm going to play down here, the lower voices. Ready? And he. Wow. He. Thinking vertically. Relax that tongue. Use the top. That's the top A. Let's go up to the B flat. Why not? I'm feeling exhausted, lightheaded. Yeah, this is using a lot of breath. It's using a lot of power from the powerhouse. If you need to take a breather, pause and come back to this later. This is a very challenging exercise because this is getting an absolute workout. We will repeat this though, and we will come down. Ready? And he. plank for about 5 minutes or done 20,000 sit-ups. Wow. Hey, good for the abs, that exercise. Wow, that was a workout. A very silly one, I know, going hee, but a very good exercise. That's really worked out all of our core, all of our powerhouse. There is for those of you that know, sometimes Candide, is it what do you call it, an opera? Yeah, it's an opera. Yeah, an opera. There's one of the most famous songs from it, which is absolutely one. It's called "Glitter and Be Gay." It's the most incredible song, and there's a laughing moment in it. That really wasn't doing it justice at all. It's on my list to practice and learn properly, but it's fabulous because she goes and she goes up and down and all sorts. It puts the Queen of the Night. I was going to say it puts the Queen of the Night to shame, but no, the Queen of the Night's still incredible. Yeah. So my point is that doing he and really working those muscles is fabulous for singing, for the breath strength, for having command over the breath. I say control because that's the best word for it, because we are controlling our breath, but there are loads of elements that we can't control. We just do the best we can. So I suppose command over our breath is a better word, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, right. Oh, this is a bit more chill, thank goodness. So we are going to do who, but we're going to resist the breath. Our final vocal exercise is, thank goodness, a bit more chill than the last one. We're going to sing the word who, so the oo vowel, the at the beginning is still going to pull on all of those muscles down there. But this exercise is more about resisting the collapse of the breath. One of my favorite analogies for singing is to imagine that you are playing your voice like a violin. So your vocal cords, obviously, I mean, they're two strings vibrating off each other. So you imagine those are the strings of the violin, and the breath is the bow, and where it creates that friction, that resistance, that is what we want. That's what we aim for with all our singing. We're resisting the collapse, and we are having that out breath flow as smoothly and consistently as possible, the same speed throughout, and then still having loads of breath at the end of our phrase. We never, ever, ever run out of breath. High voice is up here. Low voice is the octave below. We're going to sing this pattern. Okay, one more time for the low voices. Enjoy this one and resist the collapse. Ready? And the tummy should be solid. And a little kick every time you take a breath. Shifting into the nose. Engage with the breath. Shifting really forward. Up one more, then we come down. That's that high A. We won't go any higher in this exercise. I do like to warm up to the A though, at least sometimes there'll be a clap again. We'll repeat that and then we will come down. I hope you are really feeling the strength from down here. Like I said at the beginning of this video, think of all of these exercises as breath exercises. Yes, the sound, we're thinking of placement. So yes, we go higher. It is coming forward, becoming more in the nose, but it's much more about the feeling of the breath flowing freely, but the strength of the powerhouse to enable the free breath. Ready? Who and you should feel strong, full of breath, very exhausted, but amazing. We've had all this breath flowing through us. Just ride on that. It's lovely. I love it. I love singing, and just having the breath flowing through. It is like the best legal drug, and it is a drug. It gives us this huge sorry, I'm just gonna do more powder just because my mascara tends to run. There are studies into how breathing can help with pain. Singing obviously releases a whole host of hormones, endorphins, oxytocin, serotonin, all sorts. This has been proven, and there's still they're going further into the studies. Singing is incredible. During COVID, certainly in the UK, a lot of the opera companies would join forces with the NHS to do breathing workshops to help people breathe again after having had COVID, which is horrible, absolutely horrible. Like my breathing completely went when I had COVID. It was awful. So it's all about rehabilitation. Breathing is everything. It really is. Right. Have we done everything today? Yeah, we have. So now we're going to do some final breathing, because it's all about breathing, isn't it? And for a vocal warm-up routine that is all about breathing, we are going to finish with some breathing, some more inhales, breath holds, and exhales. Nice and steady, 5, 5, and 15. This final exercise is about catching your breath. It is also about grounding yourself, getting yourself ready for your day, your week, your evening, your concert, whatever it is, just to get in touch with your breath again. Remember that it is right down low into your tummy. Relax those shoulders and enjoy it. In for 5, holding 5, out 15. Ready? Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome. That's cool for a Sunday. I feel energized, which is just a bit, I've got a lot of energy now to burn at 9 o'clock in the evening. Go for a run somewhere or something, or take the torch out and pull up some more weeds. Things like that. But yeah. Hi, Sarah. Hello. Alison Wonderland's her favourite. Thank you for the lovely live stream. Yes. Yeah, good. Yes. Well, time for a nap for you, because I know that it's whatever o'clock for you. Yes, nap. For me, I might go to bed. I might go to bed early. It's only 9 o'clock. But yeah, exhausted. Weird though. Exhausted, but also full of energy. Weird. Yes, so these live streams every single Sunday during August. Tonight was 8 p.m. UK time. It'll be in the evening. They'll be Sunday evenings, but I might bring them forward slightly to 6 p.m. I will obviously let you know. New videos are going to come out this week on the channel on Wednesday and on Friday. Lip Bubble Challenge will be going on Shorts. The one that we did today in this warm-up, I'm probably not going to edit tonight. I might do. No, I don't know. No, it'll go up tomorrow. It'll be a little day late, but we've actually done the challenge today, so that's good. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I love live streaming. That's why I do it with my membership every week. It's great fun. But I do think, yes, I'm going to get back to my Sunday evening and go sing something, I guess. Breath. Breath, 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 breath. Focus on your breath. All of your singing, all of it will come together. All of it. Right. This has been absolutely fabulous. I will sing with you soon. I will sing with you live again next Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. I'll sing with you live next Sunday.